Welcome to another episode of You Not Even Really From Philly, nigga. Where the fuck are you from, you bitch ass nigga? I should call Papoose right now to come knock you out again, you bitch ass nigga. We can't even talk
Remy was
about
wearing
rap.
my t-shirt. Why Remy was wearing a t-shirt saying "Free me"?
Why does she want me free? Answer me.
Nigga
Nah,
said that
that
was like 20 years ago. That was like 20 years ago.
for y'all don't know what we're talking about. Go on YouTube if you want to laugh. Smoke a spliff first. Get right. Sit back. Type in Cassidy versus Easy the Black Captain face off on YouTube. It's very entertaining. I won't say much more than that. But welcome to another episode of It's Debatable NFL Edition. I'm your host, Justin Jones, here with co-host Sebastian. We've been gone for a little bit, so we got a lot of things to get into, and we don't have a lot of time. Let's just start with the bullshit. We seen the Green Bay Packers going up against the Philadelphia Eagles on Monday Night Football. My question to you is, was that the worst game of the season thus far?
Yep.
Break it down, sir.
Yep. So this is the worst game for one or one or two reasons. First of all, credits to the defense, I believe so. Because both teams was just a quick four and out. Like the amount of times I've seen a four and out within the first half of the game, it was just like it wasn't entertaining one bit. The defense was on one. Credits to them. A lot of just sacks. Jalen Hurt getting fumbling. What else was I looking at? Josh Jacob didn't even have no room to breathe or even make a run quickly. Saquon Barkley had one of his worst games of the season. Quite frankly, he looked, a shell of himself. Nobody could get no open looks. Devontae Smith looking like a wide receiver one. AJ Brown just fussing now because he's not getting the ball. It was a mess on both ends of the field. And this is not the first time I've seen the Packers struggle with their offense. So I'm gonna put that out there. I wouldn't more so say it on the Eagles end of the side of things though, because they have their own problems to worry about internally. But the Packers offense have been sus for points throughout the season. This is not the first time they struggled. They struggled against the Browns, I believe, too, earlier on in the season where they picked up a loss. They struggled against the fucking Panthers. Now this is their second loss in a row. I'm thinking about other teams they struggle against. The Packers offense is relatively sus. If it's not Josh Jacobs breaking through for a couple of yardages, then I don't know what it is. I'm watching Jordan Love. He stays in the pocket quite too long, and when he scrambles out of that pocket, it's like he refuses to run to gain some yardage. He stays in there looking for a pass when there's nothing there. You're looking for guys like Romeo Dobbs to get open. You're looking for guys like Christian Watson, who just came back. It's not there. And now you're struggling too because you lost a guy in Tucker Kraft who relatively makes the game easier for a guy like Jordan Love if you want to pick up a quick slant, a quick couple yardages. Tucker Kraft was that reliable guy. So now you're trying to integrate the Musgrove guy into the offense as your new starting tight end one. So it's been weird for the Packers. There's points in times during the season that they look okay. This is a solid team, a formidable team, and then you look at points in the season now to where it's been a couple games now to where it's just like maybe their offense is not that good. Maybe it was just all hype for the beginning of the season. And yeah, that's why I say I'm just sitting here watching this like, yo, it's suspect though. So that's what I take away from this game. Credits to the defense. Credits to the Eagles defense too. And for all my fantasy football people out there, you know that if you was in a tight game like I was, and that Josh Jacobs fumble saved you by a nail biter because I thought my season was over. And let me just give some insight for all the fantasy players. Currently, I'm sitting 5-5 thanks to that Josh Jacobs fumbles, though. So all y'all that's trying to make a late push in fantasy and y'all went up against a Josh Jacobs, man, shout out to the Philly defense for that too as well, though. But yeah, that's my take. I put it more so on the Packer side though. But that game was completely ass. I was at the bar with my brother watching that shit, and I said, "Yo, you want to just get out of here, bro? Like this game is whack. Like you know what I'm saying? Like the game was whack. I left at halftime. I didn't even bother. Like I watched late in the fourth quarter though, but that game was whack as fuck. Like literally whack as fuck. Like and that shit is like I don't know what's up with these primetime games. I haven't seen a Monday night game that was like a nail biter thus far. I haven't seen a Sunday game that wowed me since the first game of the season. That was on Sunday. So it's tough, man. It's really tough, man. It's like, damn, you wait all weekend, you wait the whole Sunday sleep, then you watch a bum ass game, then you think, all right, Monday might be something different. No, 10-7. Nobody comes home to turn on Monday Night Football to watch a 10-7 game. You don't spend your hard-earned money on that. The fans don't. Shit was ass, man. But yeah, I'll let you get the floor. That's my take on it.
No, yeah, I posed the question because I was just very confused. I'm trying to watch NBA and NFL at the same time on Monday. So I'm flipping back and forth, and I see going into the fourth quarter, I'm like, wait a second, I had to really wipe my eyes. I'm like, is it 3-0 going into the fourth? I would think that I'm watching the New Orleans Saints versus the Miami Dolphins. The Dolphins, who we'll talk about in a little bit. But it's just like, what the fuck is going on? These are two teams that coming into the season had high expectations. You got the Philadelphia Eagles on one side coming off a Super Bowl championship. To me, this season they're still drunk. I'm not really sure what's going on. I feel it's scary to say, can they win another Super Bowl this season? I think like that's just a bet that I don't think I'm willing to take right now. Saquon Barkley, you talking about he had a bad game. He's had a bad season.
Facts.
Compared to last season, he is a shell of himself. Now I do know that they did switch offensive coordinators, but God damn nigga, that nigga needs to call the old offensive coordinator and say, "How did you make Saquon Barkley look like this?" Because if you take that out of this Philadelphia Eagles offensive repertoire, what are they? Jalen Hurts is not known for throwing the ball deep. You said that how many times this season? He's not finding AJ Brown on a consistent basis on that long ball, nor Devontae Smith. Right? Goddard gets his touches here and there, but it's just not planning up to the season, the follow up season, right? The back to back championships you're trying to win, right? You're trying to establish yourself as a dynasty. It's just disgusting. I just don't know what's going on. Jalen Hurts seems just way too relaxed. He's just way too comfortable. I get that you got that monkey off your back, and I get that Gilly the King is out there hyping you up every fucking week, arguing with Cam Newton, talking about you this best quarterback and you top five. Jalen Hurts has not been a top five quarterback this season. Sam Darnold look better than him. So I just don't understand nothing going on in Philadelphia. The, the only thing popping in Philadelphia right now, once again, is Easy the Block Captain versus Cassidy. All right.
That nigga
Now,
ain't even from Philly.
now,
That
I'm
nigga
not.
ain't from
No. I'm gonna ask you this: you seen clips of the Easy and Cassidy thing, and you seen the Monday Night Football. Which one was you more impressed with?
Man, every time it's a Cassidy face off, nigga, that shit gonna go viral, nigga. That shit gonna go viral. That nigga's so burnt, bro, that he's not hearing nothing. He's not hearing nothing.
No. Why did Why did the Eagles want me free? Why? Why were the Eagles wearing a free Jones shirt? You got to make it make sense. But back to the Green Bay Packers, that their offense is just never there. Like I don't believe this is a team that if they get into the playoffs, that they could win a game. Like which contending team do you feel the Green Bay Packers can beat?
Currently, right now, in their stages, I gotta look at the card. I mean, they just posted like the playoff picture right now, and let me pull it up just to
I can't think of a team that I trust the Green Bay Packers to, because Jordan Love, he's just not doing it for me, brother. Like it's just I'm not impressed. He doesn't seem. I don't
So
see
right
that
now,
fire.
oh yeah, so right now, if the NFC was the playoff will start today, they will be the seventh seed going against the second seed, Seahawks.
No. So they lost because the Seahawks play on both ends, right? Their defense look
Oh,
good.
their defense is
Their
suffocating.
their offense looks decent enough, and their coach always has a game plan going into the game. Sam Darnold has been an MVP candidate, and even with Kenneth Walker not having the type of season that he had last season, they're still finding ways to win. Thanks to their great wide receiver. What's his name again? Because I don't want to fucking
Jackson Smith and Jigma.
Jackson Smith, nigga. That brother right there, bro. He is just one of the best in the league right now. So I trust the if they were to meet right now, the Packers. I said the Packers. The Seahawks to clap them niggas. like the Green Bay Packers, they need to have them fights with fucking the Raiders. Like, unless he can you stop Geno Smith, nigga, because I just don't know what's going on, man. That game was nasty. It was sloppy. It was disgusting. It was dusty. And I was just don't and just going into the fourth quarter, there's no way the score should be 3-0 with the type of names that both teams have on their roster.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a shootout, man. Where the fuck was the shootout?
Bro, you went into halftime, y'all both just eating donuts. Like there's just nothing to show for the first half. Just cardio and shoving and pushing. Brotherly love.
But
Like,
shout out to the
yes.
defense, though. I guess if we're gonna test anything, we could just give shouts out to the defenses on both sides of the floor. Though
The
game script.
offense was making it real easy for them. Like, goddamn. They went on the field for about 2 minutes. Like, yo, come back out here. Come on, man. Like, come on, brother.
Nah,
Like,
that shit was bullshit though. I ain't gonna lie. That shit was definitely bullshit though. Like literally, I'm watching the game and I'm mad as hell. I'm just like, yo, why the fuck am I still here? Why am I here? I
what?
got out
Why am
halftime.
I here?
Yeah, why am
That's
I
the question
watching?
you have to ask yourself.
It's NBA prop, yo, bro. We done, yo. We done with the NBA, man. We
He
done with the
done
night.
with NFL Mondays.
We done with that shit, man. We
Nah, you're
fucking
done.
done, man. Man, next topic, man. Jordan Love, step your game up, brother.
Yeah, he definitely
The
has to.
Eagles, yeah, I gotta find out what it is. Your record, the record's deceiving though. Don't get me wrong though. 7-2, still 7-2 though. But are you really 7-2, brother? Are you a
Man,
dominant 7-2? Or are you just getting by?
man, they put a dress on the gorilla with that 7-2 record, nigga. Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
Yo,
7-2.
even a
But
3 looks like a 10 to some odds.
yeah, man, you have enough drinks, brother. But moving on to moving on to the next topic. The Buffalo Bills, man, another team that I was just amazed.
That's
But
bullshit,
I
right?
I just don't, and shout out to the football gods, because once again it seems like when the Dolphins win, the Jets win. So it's like, and if one team lose, the other team lose. So I think that's just funny as hell from one of the previous videos that we did talking about both of those teams. But Bills, Dolphins, I'm pretty sure that fucked up a lot of people's tickets. But yeah, I listen, we was in the same boat, man.
Josh Allen, I'm coming for you, nigga. Sleep with one eye open tonight.
Listen,
Trust.
listen. I don't know what happened, but there's no way you have Devon Achan looking like prime Barry Sanders, nigga. Like, I just don't understand what the fuck happened on that Sunday for the Buffalo Bills, man. Josh Allen, the shell of himself. James Cook, I don't even think he had a touchdown. Had
Nah,
about four,
he looked
had
weak as
about
fuck.
had about 40 to 50 yards on the game, but it's like he was just relatively quiet. Keon Coleman, no, I'm just not. I just not feeling it, man. And I just don't feel like this team is a contender. Like I don't. What game can you point to this season to where you was like, I'm sold?
First game of the season. After that, it's been
Like,
downhill.
it's just I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if he's still having them nightmares from last year's playoffs, Josh Allen, but he got to figure it out. All right, I don't care about his actress girlfriend, and I don't care about none of that. You need to get your head in the fucking game, brother. You was top two in MVP voting last season, bro. Now you're not even looking like top 10. Right, the drop off from last season to this season is just insane. And then what do we gotta say about the coach? You already go into halftime looking like dog shit. Then you come out looking like crap. It's the same shit, nigga. I'm just disgusted with the Bills. I think they're pretenders, not contenders. But I want to hear how you feel about the Bills.
Um, the defense has been shaky thus far throughout the whole season. I can't remember the last time the Bills had a good defensive outing. I can say maybe against the Carolina Panthers, but that's without Bryce Young. So I can't even be sold on that much. But for the most part, though, very disappointing outing. Tua just looking like, feel me, his job got saved once again. Mike McDaniel's looking like his job is getting saved once again due to the lack of defense pressure that was given to the Miami Dolphins throughout the whole game. I think a lot of times, though, a lot of looks were available. You couldn't stop the run game. Devon Achane really just had a coming out party that's really putting belt to ass. As far as that, everybody got a little bit looks too. Jalen Waddle just getting them timely first downs. A lot of route running for him though, taking on that wide receiver one responsibilities, and it just looked good thus far too. Tua just looked poised out there. Wasn't really enough pressure to really slow him down. The defense too looked very incredible. I don't know how the fuck is that possible? And Miami has one of the worst run defense within the league though. So the fact that you gave that up too, I mean, the fact that that was even a thing, and guys like James Cook couldn't take advantage of that was more so disappointing too. I look at from the Buffalo end the side, it wasn't just James Cook. It was more so they had a rotation of different guys within the Ty Johnsons, I believe, of the world, and the Ray Davis of the world, though. So none of them couldn't get nothing going. You take a hit when Josh Allen misses one of his favorite targets in Dalton Kincaid, someone that got injured, I believe, last week or this week. I'm not too sure when, though. But relatively, other than that, nobody else stepped up though. I didn't see enough from Khalil Shakir. I seen maybe Curtis Samuels. We're getting guys like Curtis Samuels, relatively casuals out there. Keon Coleman,
Who?
my point exactly. Keon Coleman didn't give enough. Dawson Knox is just, he's here and there. Like you'll see him maybe do one or two good catches, but other than that, though, subpar this far. And yeah, just the whole team was subpar from the both defense to offensive side. Couldn't get nothing going. Made Miami defense look elite. Josh Allen over here looking like a weak. He looked weak out there. And yeah, I have nothing else to say. That I took Bills money line off the strength of you should handle business. You had an impressive win against the Kansas City Chiefs. Yet here you are struggling against the Miami Dolphins, giving them, I believe, third win of the season. So it looked crazy though, but maybe they was out partying in Miami. Maybe the team came drunk. You know what I'm saying? When you in Miami, man, that nightlife, man. Maybe they went to Club LV. Maybe a couple of the players was throwing a couple singles, thinking, yo, we got this game in the bag. Whatever the case is, they played down to their competition and came back to bite them in the ass. Miami was the more ready team. You given to a confidence now. And I guess he's slowly feeling himself again because just the passes he was making was just very timely. Devon Achane more so carried the workload though, but when you have a running back like that, you got it. That's your main priority though. So others get involved a little bit more though. But shout out to the Dolphins though for getting a win like that though. I think that was the most shocking win of the day. Ruined a lot of people's tickets. Like you said, I don't know. It's maybe the football gods to where if the Jets win, the Dolphins win. If the Dolphins win, the Jets win. You two teaming that parlay, man, you might make some cheese.
Facts, facts. I don't know if that was the most craziest one. We definitely seen the Houston Texans score like damn near 30 points in the fourth quarter on the Jacksonville Jaguars. I had one of the craziest comebacks. So definitely Jacksonville gets donkey of the day, but well donkey of the weekend. But once again, in terms of the Bills, they gotta take a harder look in the mirror right now because the playoffs is steadily approaching. And this was a team with high expectations because you have one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL. Now, once again, I don't think they're contenders, but do you think the Bills are still contenders after last week's performance?
I think Josh Allen is still a quarterback that can get you win games though. I think right now this is just a shitty stretch of the season though. You're gonna go through some adversity throughout the season though. So better now than later on in the season. Though this is something that's a learning curve for them. Hopefully they could get Dalton Kincaid back within time though, because he's definitely going to be a big piece for them moving forward if they want to get back on the right track. But yeah, for just Josh Allen and these Buffalo Bills, man, the defense, got to step it up, man. You got to step it up, though. There's no way we're letting Tua get off. There's no way the run defense should be this weak as it is, though. When you're going against elite running backs in this league, they have not, really shown their capabilities. I just remember in the beginning of the season, though, just them going against a guy like Derrick Henry, he was getting his shit off. Pause. So Same thing right now for Devon Achan. He ran for like damn near 200. So how you gonna stop that when you have no capabilities in stopping the run defense though? So there's a certain couple things that they need to address more so within the locker room. And but other than that though, they should still be good though. And they're still within the playoff picture though. They're not falling into a wild. No, they don't get the bye. So get out the wild card and then see what they could do from there though. But yeah, they should be all right.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to see how both teams look next week. And for all y'all Dolphins fans, I'll see y'all next Sunday because I know what's about to happen. But moving on, we had a firing, and I'm not even gonna lie, I don't even know this nigga name. Isn't it Brian?
Mm-hmm.
Brian something? I don't
Yeah.
know. But the Giants fired their head coach. I predicted this was gonna happen. I said on previous episode he will not make it through this season, or at least to the off season he will be let go. He's just not the coach for what's gonna happen in the future. Right? I think this is a good move for the Giants because the Giants have a great future ahead of them. When they get back neighbors, they get back Cam Scatterboo, and you have Jackson Dart, that's the big three. Right? You make sure your offensive line is decent. You make sure you have the right defensive players right on that end. The Giants will be a formidable team, and down the line, they can win a Super Bowl. Right? Because this is my opinion. I think Jackson Dart will have a higher ceiling than Eli Manning.
Wild take, but
That's a wild take.
then Eli Manning,
Yes.
the man that beat Tom Brady twice.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
nah.
See,
Eli Manning is legendary.
for what Jackson Dart could do, Jackson Dart is a dual threat.
Nah, he is,
Eli Manning wasn't running that fucking football like that, nigga. So he
but
has
he
a
was a
higher
baller.
he got a higher ceiling, and Jackson Dart could throw the ball.
That's a high ceiling to reach. Like you know what I'm saying? That's a high ceiling to reach though, because Eli Manning is legendary in New York. Like,
Eli Manning's career is what it is, right? But we gotta remember, besides him being Tom Brady, he struggled in the playoffs. All right, he has those two against Brady, but we can't forget about everything else that's not what we're gonna do. And I like Eli Manning, even though I like his brother better, but that's another story for another day. But Jackson Dart, man, for what we seen in just this first season, yes, 100%. I'm not saying he will be better, have a better career. What I'm saying right now, he has a higher ceiling than what Eli Manning had in his early years.
we'll wait and see, man. I will
You
wait and see.
feel
I ain't quick to jump that gun yet, though. I gotta wait till everybody's healthy. Don't get me wrong, though. I like Jackson Dart, though. I feel like he definitely brought the city
me?
back. He has hype around the city, though. But getting a Super Bowl, and not only just who getting a Super Bowl against, just winning one, who you win against too. Tom Brady one has what, 3
We're
losses?
not taking nothing away from what Eli Manning did against Tom Brady. He is solidified as a New York Giant legend forever. That's not what I'm trying to say. Talking about both prospects, Phil Jackson Dart has a higher ceiling. That's all I'm talking about. I'm not talking about his career.
No, I'm saying
We
no. I'm
can't
saying
compare careers. We can't compare
I'm
Super Bowl.
not
Can't compare
talking
none of
about
that.
the career. I'm talking about the ceiling. If we're gonna have,
Prospect and prospect.
are we talking about play like skill wise? We
Yes,
talk
that's the
about
nigga.
career wise.
Yes, his skill.
Okay, skill wise, yes, he could always grow.
Yeah,
Because
that's what I'm talking about. I can't plan out his career, but I think he just has a higher ceiling.
when I think about ceiling, I think about as a player and what you do for New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm not thinking about the players. Yeah, hell yeah, man. Jackson Dorsey's a fucking freight train, man. He runs when he needs. He plays like a nigga.
I'm thinking of it like this, right? Let's take it to NBA. Hakeem Olajuwon, right? Two-time champion, undeniable for his career. But Giannis, right? Even in his earlier years, he just had a higher ceiling. Cause for what he can do if he maximizes his potential,
True.
he'll be an overall better player than Hakeem. But we're not taking away Hakeem's two championships and what everything he did in his career. But both prospects as they came in, I just think right Giannis does have a higher ceiling. And the same thing in the NFL, I think Jackson Dart can just do more. But in terms of the coach being fired, once again, he wasn't the coach. He inherited all this newfound success, and yeah, and I could just tell he felt like his job was saved, man. After they won that first game, he hugging the players, kissing them, damn near took them to dinner that night. All right, I wouldn't be surprised if he was offering some BJ's in the back, nigga. All right, because that nigga's career was saved. But all the real ones said, nah, man. Like, we still gotta get you out of here, bro. You feel me? I wonder who the new coach is going to be. I did say on that time he spoke about it, I will be calling Bill Belichick. But that's just me. Do you think, though, Mr. Bryant was wrongfully fired, though?
Uh, I wouldn't say wrongfully fired. I would say more so fired at the wrong time. I don't think it was warranted after that game, especially Jackson Dart's going out. This was at least then again, this is at least the third time I believe they blew a 10-point lead, a double digit lead within the game throughout the season, though. I think this one was, very unfortunate due to the fact that Jackson Darts did go back to the tent with concussion protocol, though. And then you put in Russell Wilson. And then, not saying it's Russell Wilson's fault, though, but when you get in that situation now and it's like, we're losing now, there's somebody I got to get the blame, though. It literally, it looked like Russell Wilson's got this nigga fired.
Hold on, Russell Wilson, if you listening, we're good, bro.
It literally, it's
We're good.
literally what it looks like, bro. Because this is like, bro, the game literally went downhill. The game literally went downhill. Russell Wilson got in the game, bro. And then at a point, they're just like, all right, we can't fire Russell Wilson. So we got to fire the coach, bro. It's like our third time losing a double digit lead.
Listen, I seen the report today. Mr. Winston will be starting the next game for the Giants, man. Dang.
I'm for it, bro. Anything but Russell Wilson, bro. Once again, I ain't attacking you, brother, bro. Well, we're good, bro. We're good. The city of New York don't want to see you suit up. We'll
We're
take our
good.
chances.
We're good.
We'll
All
take
right.
our chances, though. But yeah,
You can still tell Sierra to come to the games. All right. We're not talking about her, but we're good, bro. Like we're good.
we seen enough, man. We seen enough.
You've done enough. Like, clock out, brother. We're good. You're good, bro.
They
You
didn't
gotta
mean
get
for
your
the clock out.
you're gonna get your check at the end of the month, but oh, we just don't need you on the field, brother. Like, you feel me? Help out the water boys. You feel me? Be that sideline coach.
Yeah, talk to a
Feel
couple
me?
players, see what you see on the field, and then let them do the complete opposite.
Yeah,
So
man. Yeah. Listen, man, and once again keep bringing Sierra to the games. Like, that's my personal thing. Like, besides that, brother, you can't do much else for me.
yeah, keep the hope alive in New York, man.
You feel me? But shout out to the Giants. Once again, I definitely think they're moving in the right direction. So, Giants fans, this is a blessing, not a curse. Trust me. Damn, what was the last topic? Fuck,
I'll tell you right now.
fuck.
Last topic is. Sorry. Here we go. Last topic is. Do we win this? Oh no, no, no. Let's see. Is it time for the Browns to finally start Shador?
Oh yeah, so the Browns are trash once again, and for some, well, not some odd reason, there's a lot of racism going on. We're not holding no punches on this show anymore. We said at the beginning of the season for this NFL season, NBA. I'm not holding my tongue for nothing. There's racism going on. Shador should have been starting. You got Dylan Gabriel out there. He's not that fucking good. He's not completely trash. Like, he's better than Russell Wilson. But it's like, come on, bro. The same thing, Mr. Gabriel. We're good, bro. Like, cause he's just not doing anything, showing that he's growing, showing that he's getting better, that he's getting more comfortable. He's still out there playing like he's trying not to make a mistake. Those are two different types of players out there. One playing to not fuck up, and one playing carefree. And it's just obvious, bro. The Browns are not good. There's no reason to not start Shador. You need to see what you have. Period. The question to you, man, should Shador be starting by now? Because shout out to Marcus Cousins. It's getting ridiculous. I know y'all see what's happening every now here. It's getting real ridiculous.
Listen, man, the more the Browns lose and Dylan Gabriel looks subpar, the more it's just gonna question the organization. So quite frankly, if I'm Shador, I'm sitting back, I'm laughing, cause nigga, I know I could do better than this. Shador's chilling right now, man. When it's his time, and watch when he comes out and have his game, it's either could go two ways. It could be like, oh man, the Browns would have been better off if they had played him already. They trying to control the narrative over there, or just like, oh, maybe Shador wasn't ready, so they're gambling with it. They're like, our safest bet to prevent ourselves from looking crazy on the media is to play Dylan Gabriel until it's time. But the time is now, man. The season's already flushed in the toilet bowl. You're not getting any better. You're not gonna get a wild card appearance. So what the fuck are we still doing this Dylan Gabriel run for? He's shown some flashes. Don't get me wrong. It's all right. He could be a decent quarterback though, but he's not that overwhelming to where it's now is yeah. This could be our quarterback one going forward when we literally have a competition during the preseason during training camp. Shador damn near outplayed him in every fucking drills and everything. This is the first time I think people seen the scores on a training camp drill, and it shows Shador's peaked in every one. Joe Flacco's not there no more, so it's not like we're competing for anything. So we don't have nothing to compete for, nigga. Start Shador right now. The season's a waste, man. Dylan Gabriel's not a needle mover for you. He hasn't done nothing to really wow you. If he was gonna do something, you literally could have put in Shador for a second half, literally knowing the game was over. That nigga's just lost to the Jets. That has got their second win of the season, 2 wins in a row. Your team's hot right now like the sun. Shout out to your team. So, nigga, you have nothing to play for, nigga. You literally have nothing to play for. Let him get integrated. When Q-Sean Judkins comes back, feel me? Then we can see how they all perform together. Jerry Judy just caught his first touchdown of the fucking season, though. Let these people work together, man. Just Dylan Gabriel is not it, man. Every time
Yeah,
I
you
look,
gotta do this because you gotta know now who is gonna be your QB1 moving forward going into next season. So now in the off season, you could try to build around the QB, nigga. Right? Look what they did with Caleb Williams out there in Chicago, right? They seen what he could do, and then what they did that off season, so
that's bullshit, bro.
I'm saying, but they put the necessary pieces around him. So he has some chance to succeed, but if you don't know who your QB is, what are you building off?
Hope.
Well, Hope ain't paying the motherfucking bills. And it's low key Deshaun Watson's fault because the organization tried with him and he just did everything wrong. So I guess they're still feeling some of the effects from that. So maybe they don't want to go all in on Shador. But Shador, I don't think will be another Deshaun Watson. I can't see the future because when some of these people get money, they do tend to act a little crazy. But Shador, I feel, is talented. Give him the shot, and let's see what we got moving forward. Cleveland, this is for you. Come on, man. LeBron said it years ago, man. Shit. But that's gonna do it for this episode of It's Debatable NFL edition. Once again, I'm your host Justin. We was here with Seb talking on that NFL. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us at all social media platforms at It's Debatable _. Follow me at Justin Jones on Facebook for details and developments on the platform. Free to wave.